Hey guys, this is I'll Stream That, and we are back with MLB The Show 19, Road to the Show, with our second baseman. And today we have 6 games on our schedule on a road trip, 3 games at the Chicago Cubs, and 3 games at the Detroit Tigers. So let's go ahead and get into today's games. And we're going to go ahead and do some T drills today to help a little bit with our contact. And here's our coach. Your vision at the plate is an area that it wouldn't hurt to work on some. Plate vision and contact have a double performance gain. And here we are in Wrigley Field against the Chicago Cubs. We do not have a 1/3 rivalry with the Cubs yet, so this should be up and in, but it does not need to be a strike. We're going to watch really close. If it doesn't look like it's going to be in the zone, I'm not going to swing.
Here we go. This is you, baby.
There was good movement on that.
Hey, let's go now. One time.
So the count is 0-1. And 0-2. That was a legitimate strike.
Leave it right here. One time, kid.
And, well, we advanced the runners. Not the way we wanted to, though. And here is William Bauer, leading off the bottom of the first. Nobody out, nobody on. That was an easy play. And we're back up now. There's a runner on first with 1 out. Top of the third, still scoreless.
Hey, you can do it. No one better. Start it up.
And that is going to drop in foul territory. We got good plate vision on that because that was over the plate. Pickoff attempt failed.
Hey, get your pitch up there. Hey, see it up. Drive it the other way. Let's go, big dog.
Here comes the 0-1 pitch. And it's a pitch out.
Hey, we need you right here. One time.
Trying to catch the runner out.
He's going.
And the count is 1-2. Swing on time for a hit. Hopefully we can do that. The fact he's got a slider as his #1 pitch is what's really going to make that difficult. That's good plate discipline. Count is 2-2.
All right, come on now. One time. Let it fly.
And another pickoff attempt failed.
Hey, see it and rip it up there.
And here comes the 2-2 pitch. And that is fouled. That was outside, but that probably could have been called a strike either way. And that one is a fly ball out to right field, caught for out number 2. And here is Patrick Corbin. There's a runner on first with 1 out. And they'll tag him at first. And here is William Bauer.
The batter, number 2, shortstop, William.
He's got a 3-1 count. Should be handled easily. And that's out number 3 to end the inning. And here is Patrick Corbin again. There's 2 outs, runners on first and second. They now have a 2-run lead. And there's out number 3. We're hitting 254 on the year. Let's try to hit a single or better. 2 outs, nobody on. Down by 2 in the top of inning number 5. That was not up. And he's got that one, and it's an easy play for him. And it is tied. Top of inning number 7 with 2 outs and nobody on. And it is a new pitcher. I was kind of expecting a curveball there. There we go. There's 1-1.
Here we go.
1-2. And that would have been called a strike. There's ball 2. The count is 2-2. And we strike out on a slider that we should not have been swinging at. And here is Jeff Bandy. They now have a 2-run lead in the bottom of inning number 8 with 1 out, nobody on. And we catch a line drive. And top of the 9th with 1 out, runner on first. We are up by 1. The runner goes. And he's out, so there's now 2 outs. And nobody on. There's ball 1. Now that we have a ball, we're not going to swing. I don't think. He's got a fastball, slider, and changeup. Yep. So far, so good. It's 2-0. And we're just going to pop that up in foul territory, and the first baseman's going to catch it for out number 3. And we have 1. And here is our second game in Chicago. There's nobody out, a runner on third, and we're up by 2. And a line drive to the third baseman for out number 1. And here's our second attempt. We're now up by 4. Runners on first and second with 1 out. I was kind of expecting something up and in after the pitch last time. Go. The count is 0-2. It should be 2-0, but I swung at both. Made contact with the last one at least. And we strike out. And here's our third attempt. We're up by 3 in the top of inning number 4. Runners on first and second with 1 out. There we go. That's ball 1. And the runners advance. Runners on second and third with 1 out.
Hey, get your pitch up there, kid. Let's go now.
And they're just going to go ahead and walk me.
Here you go.
So now the bases are loaded with 1 out. And it's Miles Harper. He hit a 2-run homer in the first. And they're giving him a really good shot here. And that's ball 4. So they walk in another run. Here is Greg Bird. He has a walk and a run tonight. He's got an 0-2 count. There's 1 out. And he strikes out. And here is Russell Wells. He has a full count, 3-2. 2 outs, bases loaded. I don't know why it wouldn't let me go past second, but it didn't. Okay, so we're up by 7 now. Okay, I'm not going to swing. Gonna aim low. Alright. 0-2. Only swing at pitches inside the zone. Okay, plate discipline goes up. Count is 1-2.
Big dog, get your pitch.
We did not get a hit. And we are up by 7. Go, this is a double play ball right here. Inning is over. And we're up by 7 in the top of inning number 8 with 1 out and a runner on first. We're not going to swing. And that's ball 1.
Good eye, kid.
Hey, see you drive it right back to the picture, huh now?
Here we go, here we go.
There we go. We made him pitch to us at least. We got a single out of it. And here is Miles Harper. 1 out, runners on first and second. He has an 0-2 count. And he'll strike out. And it's Greg Bird. 3-0 count. And they walk him. Bases are loaded. And we have Russell Wells. He's 1 for 4. He's got a 2-2 count. And he saves an error for out number 3. And here's Elliott Alexander. Bottom of inning number 8, 1 out. Runners on first and second.
Alexander.
And we'll bounce it over to first to finish the double play. And we've won. And here's our final game of this series in Chicago.
The second baseman.
Get on base by any means. We are leading off the top of the second in a scoreless game. So we call our timeouts as it is tied. And that's a ground ball to the second baseman for out number 1. And here's Victor Caratini.
Batting 7. The first baseman.
We're up by 1 in the bottom of inning number 2 with 2 outs, nobody on. This looks like it should be out number 3. And it is.
Now batting. Second baseman.
Let's make contact with every swing and record a hit. There's a runner on third and 1 out. We did not make contact on that swing. There we go. The count is 1-1. At least we're swinging at pitches in the zone. 2-1. And here's the 2-1 pitch. And there we go. RBI single. We are now up by 5. And it's a 3-2 count. We're going to run here. And it doesn't matter. It's a walk. And here is Miles Harper. 1 out. We're on second. There's a runner on first. And they're going to hold me. At least on... Oh, yep. Okay. That froze again. There we go. That pulled him off. And we're in. And we are back up. It is 8-2. We're up by 6. Runners on the corners with 1 out. And that is strike 1. There's ball 1 with the cutter outside. Here's the 1-1 pitch. And that is going to be a sacrifice fly with an RBI. And we're now up by 9 in the top of inning number 6. Nobody on, nobody out. And that's a foul ball. It's got a fastball, slider, and changeup. There we go. He'll take that unassisted at first. It's the top of the 8th. We're up by 2 still. 2 outs, nobody on. There's ball one on a high fastball.
Get your pitch.
And we swing through a two-seam. Count is 1-1.
All right, come on now. One time, let it fly.
A low slider that we swing at. It's 1-2.
Here you go. Let it fly.
Hey, see you drive it. Let's go, big dog.
And we'll get that in between the second baseman or in between the shortstop and third baseman. And that is a single. And here is Greg Bird, 2 for 3 with the single and a home run. He has an 0-2 count. We are going to run.
It's going, it's going, it's going.
And he strikes out. And here is Micah Welch, leading off the bottom of inning number 8. And he gets a single. There we go. Bottom of the 9th, nobody out. Runner on first. We're still up by 2. And we pull off a double play. They're down to their last out. And we have swept Chicago. And we're going to do a ball handling drill, and that will help our fielding. And there's the result. And we are going to interact with the Detroit Tigers reliever, Tyler Thornburg. He sends us some banter ahead of the game. Sorry to say, but your fans are going home disappointed after the game. And he feels confident that he's not. And here we are in Detroit against the Tigers. It is 0-0 in the top of the second inning. And we have a full rivalry with Detroit, so we should be getting a strike up and in. And that is going to be a fly ball to right field, caught for out number 1. And it's a bottom of the second, a 2-2 count, a runner on first. And there we go, out number 3. And here's our second shot. 1 out, runners on first and second. And we should be getting another one up and in. And we were early. And that was kind of a borderline pitch. And the count is 0-2.
Hey, come on, big guy, get your pitch.
And here's the 0-2 pitch. And that's going to be a single. And bases are loaded with 1 out.
Nice hit right there.
Not too bad. And Greg Bird is up. He's struck out in the first. He's got a 1-2 count and there's 1 out. There we go. We are up by 1 after that sacrifice bunt. And here is Miles Harper.
The catcher, number 35, Miles Harper.
And there's 2 outs. We're just going to keep going here. And that's out number 3. And here is Brandon Nimmo leading off the 4th. And we are up by 1. And there is out number 1. And it's Sebastian Broussard leading off inning number 5. And we are still up by 1.
No outs here.
Another routine ground ball. Another easy play. And here's Preston Burke. 1 out, bottom of inning number 5. And out number 2. And we're up by 1 in the top of inning number 6 with 2 outs. And a runner on first. There's ball 1 on a pitch out.
Hey, let her fly, kid. Let her fly.
And because we have a ball, we are not going to swing until we have a strike. There's ball 2 on another pitch out. And here comes the 2-0 pitch.
Alright, come on now, one time, let her fly.
There's ball 3 on a changeup outside.
Hey, get a good one up there, huh?
And here comes the 3-0. Almost right down the middle.
Count is 3-1.
Wait for a good one, huh?
So now we have the green light. And we should have swung up instead of down. It is a full count. Pickoff attempt is no good.
Get your pitch, drive it.
And that would have been ball 4. Instead, we extend the count. That was the 6th pitch of the at-bat. And there's ball 4.
Ball 4.
And here is Greg Bird with a 2-2 count, 2 on, 2 out. And he strikes out. And here is Chris Owings leading off inning number 7, 0-2 count. And a routine ground ball for out number 1. And we have another chance. We're leading off the top of the 9th. We have a 1-run lead. I should not have swung.
Hey, have a rip like you can. Here we go.
I should know better than to swing at the first pitch. Okay, that one's low.
I got a ball, 1 strike.
The count is 1-1. That fastball just catches the upper outside corner. Count is 1-2. And we swing at a fastball high and inside for strike 3. And we have won. And here is game number 2 against the Detroit Tigers. And we start off with a boss challenge. Let's go for a single or better. We are down by 1. going to call our timeouts. We're going to get a guaranteed strike up and in, supposedly.
Hey, be patient. Stay back. Get your pitch. Let's go.
And that is a foul. That was a strike. It was a slider. And we got a single. Oh, we probably could have had two, but we'll settle for a single. And the challenge is complete. And here is Greg Bird. He's got a 1-2 count. We're going to run. That way we can avoid a double play. And here is Miles Harper.
Batting six, the catcher, Miles Harper.
There we go. We are on third with 2 outs. And it's up to Wells right now.
The right fielder, Russell.
He has a full count. And that is a single, and it's an RBI. We have scored. And here we are, top of inning number 4. There's 1 out, nobody on. And it is tied. We swung late at that one. The count is 0-1. There we go. We're on base again. That's an error. There's 1 out. They want me to steal second. I made it. That is the 26th stolen base. And that is out number 2. And here's Miles Harper. He has an 0-2 count. We're going to run, I think. Nope, we're not. Because he went into his pitch real quick. I didn't even get to finish taking the lead.
Now batting, no left fielder.
And we're now down by 1 in the bottom of inning number 5 with 1 out. A routine ground ball for out number 2. Here's Reggie Bateman. 2 outs, full count, nobody on.
Reggie Bateman.
And there's out number 3. We're down by 1 now, top of inning number 6 with 2 outs. Nobody on. This should probably be a 4-seam. Whatever it is, it's a home run. We have tied up the game. That is our 15th home run on the season, 419 feet, 106.4 miles an hour on exits. Not too bad. And here is Tim Anderson. Bottom of inning number 6, 1 out, nobody on, and a tie score. Routine ground ball, out number 2. And here we go, 2 outs, top of the 8th inning, and runners on first and second.
Hey, clutch up. Your turn right here.
And that is likely going to be out number 3. It looks like he's underneath it, and he is. And we end up winning. And here's our final game against Detroit and our final game of the road trip. And there's 1 out in the bottom of the 1st with runners on first and second. Double play ball. And we turn it. And it is scoreless as we lead off the 2nd inning. We will call our timeouts, get our pitch up and in. Likely a fastball. And we were early. We were very early.
Hey, be patient. Pick one out and drive it, kid.
Here's the 0-1. And they pitched that almost in the exact same location. And here's the 0-2. We fouled that one off. And we foul off the next 0-2 pitch, which is a 4-seam low and outside. We foul off a 2-seam outside.
Hey, see it. Rip it. Here you go.
And we strike out, but we still make it to first on that wild pitch. We're going to steal second here. There we go. And here's Oliver Alfaro. He has an 0-1 count. There we go. We'll score all the way from second. And we've taken the lead. And here is Chris Owings. We have a 2-run lead in the bottom of the 2nd inning. A little ground ball down to first base, and he'll take that by himself. And we're up by 2. There's runners on first and second with nobody out.
Hey, let her rip. Let her rip.
Well, we at least got the runner over to third. Here's Damon Simmons.
Now batting, the first baseman, Damon Simmons.
And we're just going to walk in. So he strikes out. And here's Oliver Alfaro with runners on second and third and 2 outs and a 2-run lead. And he's going to strike out. And it's tied up again in the bottom of inning number 5. 2 outs and a runner on first. And we will take that for out number 3. And we're leading off inning number 6 with a tie score. Should be up and in. Probably a fastball. And that's not going to be far enough. And let's see here, top of inning number 8 with 1 out, nobody on, and we're down by 1. That was not a strike. It was only a strike because I swung. There's ball 1. And that is going to be a fly ball to right field for out number 2. And here is Chris Owings, 2 outs in the bottom of inning number 8 with nobody on. And there's out number 3.
Let's go.
And let's drive in a run. We are up by 1 in the top of inning number 10. There's a runner on second. That one was a legitimate strike. It would have been called either way. And that was a foul ball. And we end up winning. So we are done with the road trip. We have swept the Chicago Cubs and we have swept the Detroit Tigers. That is 6 wins in a row. We have a record of 60 wins, 50 losses on the season. Personally, we have an average of .254. We have 15 home runs, 48 runs batted in, on-base percentage of .277, and slugging percentage of .416. And our 60 and 50 record puts us in second place in the American League West. We are 6.5 games behind the Oakland Athletics. And that also puts us in the second wildcard spot. We are 1 game ahead of the Cleveland Indians, 2 games ahead of the Chicago White Sox. And we are also number 2 in stolen bases in the American League. We are 1 behind D. Gordon of the Seattle Mariners. And that is going to end today's episode. I want to thank everybody for watching. My name is AllStreamThat. Hit that like and subscribe button and ring the bell for notifications.